Hi everyone, this is Rachel from Mini Ministry. Wanted to talk to you today about choices. Every choice you make affects way more than just the instant moment that you're in. The choice that Adam made when he took that apple from Eve changed the entire course of mankind. One decision, one person's decision changed the entire course of humanity as we know it. And while most of your decisions that you're going to make in your daily life aren't going to have quite those kind of consequences, there are a lot of unforeseen consequences we don't take into consideration when we make those choices. I really want to impart something upon you today, that what you do should be done for the glory of God, that the choices you make should follow His rules and His commandments, that we should honor our government, we should pay our taxes, we should do all those things that God commands us to do. And when we have a choice to do that, just like you have a choice to follow Jesus, you have a choice to take up your cross and follow Him, you have many choices within your daily life that you have to make. Some choices are small as to what you're going to eat for dinner, what time you're going to go for bed, where you're going to go to dinner, things of that nature that don't really make a big impact, I guess I would say. But some of your other choices are going to have far greater consequences. Should I get married? Where are we going to live? Should we buy this house? How many children should we have? Should we homeschool, private school, public school? Should we have sex or wait till we're married? Should we go to this church or that church? There are a countless number of decisions that you're going to make that will change the course of your own history. But do you know that every choice you make is exactly that? It is a choice. It is something you're choosing to agree or disagree with. And while we are all allowed our own opinions and thoughts on any subject, as Christians, our choices need to correspond and align with what God has said about those topics. There's a lot of conversation about things going on in this world. And even though we may feel one way or the other because of the influences that surround us, ultimately it's what God's standard is set is the choice that we should align with. Because if we're not aligning with God's standard, then we're saying we don't agree with it. And if you disagree with one part of the Bible, you might as well disagree with all of it. Because if you've, even broken one little law, you've broken them all, it says. So I challenge you to think about the choices you make. Do the choices you make honor God? Do they reflect what He may want for you? And even the choices as simple as what you're doing, would God respect those choices? Remember that your choices are exactly that. They are a choice. You can choose to do right or choose to do wrong, do good or do evil, to help, to not help. I urge you to make the right choices, to make honorable choices in whatever you do. Not just because God is watching, which He always is, but because the world is watching. And if you make choices for God, they're going to notice. Hope you all have a blessed day. See you later.